All right.
Hi, sorry about that. How's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Oh, good. Oh, I love your dog. I see a little dog. Somebody's dog.
Well, there are 3 baby kittens that are just not on the screen right now. So just there's always some fluff.
Sure.
Someone always has some fluffy. Well, thank you again for joining us for this. And I gave everybody kind of an overview about being mindful about movement and everything. So just take it from there.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, like Tracy said, I'm Regina, and I got started in group fitness about 14 years ago, but I was doing a lot of cardio with biking or spin classes and water classes, and they asked if I would do a chair yoga, so I got trained in that as well, and it's been great for me. I love it for balance. That's something that's really improved for me, for flexibility, just range of movement, feeling more peaceful, which in today's day and time, I think we can all agree that that's something that we're looking for. So anyway, it's just been a huge blessing to me and helps to also keep us calm. So anyway, but Tracy was asking if I could share a few movements with you, but one thing that I wanted to do, and it might be getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, which is good, but just to talk with you about breathing, because our breathing is so important. And usually we're just, breathing at the chest level and our breaths are short and we're not getting into that good deep belly breathing. So I have a little exercise that I just like to do with my participants, and I'd love for you to participate with me. And it just takes us going from that chest breathing to into the diaphragmatic breathing, and then into that lower deep belly breathing, which really helps us to relax a lot. So if you're waking up in the middle of the night, you have a lot going on, this is just a way, for a few minutes to take a little break. So, and I just recommend that you sit back in your seats and your hands on the legs. And again, it's up to you if you would like to join or just watch. And you can gaze down or close your eyes. And then just breathe in and out through your nose. And just focusing in on your breath and just helping you to become here and present as you take a little time for yourself. Now we're going to take the body a little deeper, or our breathing rather, a little deeper into the body. So placing your hands on your lower ribs, your palms in, your fingertips touching. And as you inhale, your abdomen is rising forward and your fingertips are spreading. And as you exhale, lowering softly down, bringing those fingertips back together. And just continuing with the diaphragmatic breathing. Just keeping the breath nice and gentle. And now lowering one hand back to your leg. And just moving that other hand to your lower abdomen. Your palm is in. And here's that good deep belly breathing as you inhale, the abdomen rising forward, pressing on your hand. And now as you exhale, lowering softly down. And just continuing with that good deep belly breathing. And now lowering your hand back to the leg. And you can lift your eyelids and gaze back at the middle. And so hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed than before we started, but that just takes you through getting from that shallow breathing into that good deep breathing. So, and if I have time, I wanted to show just a couple of movements, if that's okay with Tracy. Good. Yes. Okay. All right. So if you're holding your seat, you can shift your weight to the front of your chair, your feet hip width apart. And just with any exercising, be sure to be listening to your body, following any doctor's orders, and just know that you're exercising and moving at your own risk, since I don't know everybody's background. But this one is very good for stretching your spine. And right now, with our weight being to the front of the chair, we're engaging the core. Now, if you have any back issues, sitting back is fine. But if you're able to, that'll engage the core, which is so important for our balance. So with this, it's just a spinal stretch, and I can model it for you, and then we can do some together. So the upper body's gonna be doing the moving, and you're gonna turn and look over your right shoulder. The legs are still facing to the front, and just holding it here, nice normal breathing. And then slowly bringing it back to the middle and hands to the legs. And now slowly to your left side again, looking over your shoulder. And if you find that your stretch is too deep, then you can adjust the body, bring it back to the middle more. Listen to your body. And then come back to the center. And this time, if you found that your stretch isn't deep enough, I'll give you one extra thing to do. So upper body's turning to the right, looking over the shoulder. Your outside hand can hold your seat. And then that'll allow you to have a little bit more leverage to get deeper into the stretch. Do not just stay where you are with the arms to the side. And then slowly come back to the middle. And now to the left, looking over your shoulder and breathing in our spinal stretch. And again, slowly back to the middle. And to your right. And back to alignment, our hands to the legs, nice and smooth. And now to your left side, looking over the shoulder. And back to the middle, aligned. And we'll do one last set. So legs still facing to the front, upper body turning, stretching the spine, gaze over the shoulder. Now come back to the middle, and we'll finish our set to the left. And now head over the shoulder, hands to our legs, and aligned at the middle. All right, great. All right, and the next one that I just wanted to show is taking us into a cat pose. So I know somebody said there's kittens on here, so you've probably seen your cat stretching, but the hands are gonna stay on the legs. And first we're just gonna look up, gazing to the sky. And now you're gonna round. So our abs are gonna come in, protecting that lower back, opening our back and shoulders, and just staying here in our cat pose. And breathing normally. And now that long spine, looking up, opening the chest, nice and slow. And now slowly rounding, remembering to bring those abs in. And again, long, looking up. And now slowly rounding. And long, gazing to the sky. And slowly stretching like a cat. Hands are still resting on our legs. And our last one, long, looking up. And now round. And our head slowly coming over the shoulders, nice and aligned. And that's another one that you can add with the cat pose. All right, do I have time for another one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Regina, would you do us a favor, and while we're all watching, would you let us see the side view of you doing that? Doing the cat stretch?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
turn to the side
I
so
was
we can
thinking,
make
how
sure
can
we're
I
doing
move
it
the
right.
camera? You want to see me.
Yes, we're
I've never
moving
been
you.
asked this.
Just to make sure
All right, so again, the weights to the front of the chair, your body's nice and aligned, and the hands are at the legs. And then you're just gonna gently look up. And now the abs are gonna come in, and you're gonna round the back and the shoulders, tucking the chin. And then just breathe. And then nice and aligned.
awesome.
And I can do one final stretch to the side too. So you're aligned at the center and the upper body's turning. You're in charge of how deep you want to take your stretch. You can stop here, or you can take it further. Listen to your body. And then that really deep stretch I was talking about, that outside hand can hold the chair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can move that upper body more into the seat to get a deeper stretch. It gives a little resistance, but it helps you to keep that stretch a little deeper. And then bring it back to the middle. So hopefully that helps to see it from the side as well.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah. Uh-oh. All right. And then, okay. How about one more? One thing I noticed is that I tend to, and a lot of people do, is to carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. So I'm gonna have you just drop your arms down by your side, real relaxed. And then have the shoulders come up towards your ears in a shrug, and just hold it here.
Ooh, I got a good pop.
Uh-huh. And now lower them softly down, releasing any tightness. And again, the shoulders are rising. And now lowering and just letting go. And again, up. And now lower and release. And again, the shoulders are rising. And slowly lowering and letting go. And 2 more, up. And then lower and release. And our last one as the shoulders rise. And now letting go. So you probably released some tension there in the shoulders. Like Tracy heard some noise.
Yes, I got a good pop.
Yeah. So, all right.
And
Do
as
you
you
have
guys
time for
see,
one more? I don't want to interrupt your
sure,
other speaker.
absolutely. But Sonia has just joined us, and as you see, she's just finishing a bike ride. So, yeah. So
I'm a cycling girl, but when it's stationary, not when it's moving.
Right.
So
Well, I'm not
admiring
done yet. I stopped mid-ride just to give you a quick call.
Awesome.
Okay, well then
Regina's going to do one more stretch with us, and then we'll get you, Sonia.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to do the arms, and later on, as we get more into the movements, I'll add a little something to this movement, but we're just going to drop the arms down by our sides this time, and the weight's still to the front of the chair, our abs are engaged, and it's called moving chair. So the palms are to the earth, and the arms are going to rise overhead. And now just lowering softly down, palms to the floor. And again, arms are rising. You can inhale. And now exhale, lowering softly down. And again, think of heavy brick arms rising to the sky. Nice smooth movements. And now our arms coming softly down in the front, light as a feather. And let's do 2 more sets, reaching to sky. And lowering softly down. And that last set as our arms rise, palms are still to the earth. And now lowering softly. And hands back to the legs. And since you're going to listen to a speaker, if you're feeling really relaxed and sleepy, wiggle those fingers and toes to wake up a little bit. And thank you all for participating, and it was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Regina.
Now,
is this something that, this could be done every day, right? Or as frequently as you want to?
Yes.
Because this isn't like cardio.
How deep you want to take your stretching. I think the breathing is excellent, to do every day. It's something that you can do right before you go to bed, lying down or taking a break from the hustle and bustle. And even if you're at work or working from home, over the computer, and, just being able to stretch and move makes such a huge difference. So,
yes, that felt like something.
25 minutes, take a little 5-minute break so you have a start and stop. I've heard that be a success. There's some method that's, people recommend that are brain coaches or whatever, and I've heard that before, but, so that you have a start and stop to something, and then you can take a little break and the brain will remember more, and you can get all that good oxygen flowing and just relax. So we can be healthier, right?
Yay.
All right,
Regina, thank you so much. And I'll be back in touch with you about scheduling our next chair yoga session.
Thank you for your patience with me. I'm sorry for the confusion.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Regina and I met in a cancer survivors group, so we just keep crossing paths on different diseases. All right, now I'm so excited for you guys to meet Sonia. She's one of the most inspiring people I've ever met. She's a member of our board of directors for the Mid-South chapter, and she's just a beast at whatever she tries to do. But we can't hear you.
I muted you. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Yes.
There was a helicopter flying above, so I had to mute. Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to disrupt Regina, so.
Oh, well, it's all, the floor is yours now.
Okay. I can't see anybody, so I assume there's people here.
If you scroll your, swipe right or swipe what's one way or the other you can see
Gotcha.
people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hi. Now I feel like I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you like for me to, where would you like for me to
Well,
start?
talk a little bit about your lupus journey and your being diagnosed, and kind of how you've incorporated
Mhm.
fitness and
Sure.
movement into your life.
Okay. Well, about, I think it's been 7 years ago now, I started experiencing blue fingers, and I wear heels every single day, and my feet were swelling, and it was during the winter months. So I associated it with something winter related, or I'm getting older, but, after about 6 months of testing, they decided that I could potentially have lupus, and they continued to test for, I would say, another 3 months. And finally, it showed up in my blood work, and it's been consistent since. Um, so I got on. They allowed me initially to just fight it without medicine. So I altered my diet. I already have a pretty strict diet, but then I altered it even more by just removing any kind of meat other than seafood. No sugar and no flour of any sort, no gluten. Basically, I went on a complete gluten-free diet, and I got it under control. But then it was stubborn. It started attacking my lungs, and they were worried about it attacking my kidney. I had 3 collapsed lungs. Well, my lungs collapsed 3 times. So then they put me on Plaquenil, and the Plaquenil helped regulate the inflammation in my body. It was just, my body did as much as it could do. I'm on the mildest dose of Plaquenil, but and right now I'm in remission. And I think that, long story short, I think I attribute that to my meal plan and the fact that I've always been pretty active. And even with the collapsed lung, I was running, I was biking, I was coaching cycling because I'm a cycling coach. I was weight training. I wouldn't stop. And even when I'm in pain, and there are mornings I can't squeeze my handlebars because my wrists are so tight. But what I know about lupus is it hates fitness. It hates anything exercise. If you start moving, it goes away. So I get on the bike and I'm squeezing those bars, and within 30 minutes, the pain is gone, and I've got full range of motion. So that's what motivates me to keep going. What inspires me even more is the fact that the pain goes away. I can start out in tremendous pain, but by the time I'm done, or even quarter of the way through, the pain's gone. So I don't think I'll ever stop. I guess if you ever think you're going to be fit for life, this disease will force you to be fit for life
Mhm.
if it's in you.
Lasonia, tell them what your fitness goal is. I think you've got a pretty big one the last time we
Uh,
talked.
which one? I have several.
Uh,
Um, the one with
Ironman?
cycling.
Ironman. Weren't you hoping to do
Oh,
that?
do-a-thon. It's a run
Okay,
bike.
gotcha.
So I don't swim. I want to swim, but I tell you, and this is a fear I want to overcome this year, is because I have such bad lungs. No, that's not right. Not bad lungs, but my lungs have given me such an issue. I've been a little afraid to get in the water.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this year I'm going to hire a swim coach. And if I can conquer that, then yeah, I'll do an Ironman. But right now it's more of a run bike.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, of course, I aspire to put on a cycling event to benefit Lupus Foundation. So I thought
Yay!
you were speaking about that.
Oh,
I
well,
would like,
that was coming next.
yeah, I would like to put on a cycling event and get everybody else to come and join me. In fact, if any of you have a bike and you ever want to bike with me, I welcome that. I would love for you to come out. I'm going to take these off. I'm sorry. I would love for you to come out and hang out with me in the sun, because it literally was 90 degrees today.
Mm.
And I know I know the sun is an issue for most people with lupus, but I haven't had any hives or faint spells or anything like that. So I just keep going. In fact, I like the sun better than I like the cold.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Fantastic.
yeah.
We went around at the beginning of the call and talked about kind of where we stand. Um, with what we're all doing now and where we want to be by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And, LaSonia is going to help with our Moves for Lupus effort. And we're just going to launch it in our Tuesday night group right now. And then we're going to take it out to the whole chapter. And actually, I've invited our other lupus chapters around the country to join in with us on that. So
That will be awesome.
we'll have, I think that'll be a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
So LaSonia is helping us on that, and just keeping us very mindful of of what we do to our bodies. And one of the things that I like to say, and I know you really embody, LaSonia, is you take your focus off the illness and focus
Mhm.
on wellness.
Yeah.
And not all of us can do the things that you do, but we can all do something.
That's true. And, honestly, if I can be a resource or an inspiration to anybody, I mean, I'm not perfect. I slip. But I do, for the most part, try. And I just have embraced that this is my lifestyle. It could be worse, right?
Right.
And I do all things. In fact, I enjoy it. Even okay, my teammates here. I have to. So in fact, he's can you see back there? I don't know. There he is over there. Anyway, so
Hi, teammate.
he's probably like, wrap it up. But no, I do yoga in the wintertime. I just, I do whatever I can and you find it's kind of like meditation, really.
Yeah.
It really is like meditation. So, hey guys, I'm here. If you ever want to message me, call me, if you want to talk in detail about what I've experienced, if I can shop with you, make a grocery list, create a plan for you, because I'm also an instructor. I am here. So
awesome.
Just let me know.
And we've got the next 2 weeks, we have a registered dietitian who's going to talk with us about anti-inflammatory eating and insulin resistance. So please call in for that if you can.
I'm happy to do that, because
awesome.
I mean, literally, I have explored every type of food out there and I know what tastes good.
Yes.
So are there any questions? No? All right.
You get back to your cycling, and thank you so much for joining us.
We have, I think, 8 miles left.
Woohoo! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it'll be fast.
That makes me sweat just thinking about it.
It'll be fast. All right.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you so much.